Thanks to the National Conference of State Legislatures for this award. We have a great team out here in Washington, a bipartisan group of senators, Mike Enzi of Wyoming, Senator Alexander of Tennessee, and Senator Heitkamp of South Dakota. We came together to work on this important issue. And thanks to NCSL for your strong voice in support of our effort. For more than a decade, your hard work has really made a difference when it comes to the Marketplace Fairness Act. As you know better than anyone, states like Illinois and many others are struggling to balance their budgets and maintain quality service. The Marketplace Fairness Act can help. As NCSL has estimated, states and localities are losing $23 billion a year in uncollected tax revenues, taxes already owed to state and local governments. We think your state should be able to collect these taxes. It's a right thing to do, not only for the states, but for businesses, for jobs, and for our communities. The Marketplace Fairness Act levels the playing field so brick and mortar retailers and online merchants play by the same rules. Too many Main Street stores are closing up. They can't compete with the built-in disadvantage against online retailers. We're losing the business that creates local jobs, that make up local chambers of commerce and sponsors everything from softball teams to local charities. These businesses will never be able to compete if we continue this unfair advantage to the big online retailers. The Marketplace Fairness Act gives all businesses a fair shake. Now, the Senate passed this bill in May, over 6 months ago, with 69 bipartisan votes. The House has never taken it up. It is time for the NCSL to reach out to the House of Representatives and their members and tell them enough is enough. This revenue is absolutely essential. Some people have called this proposal that we passed in the Senate a no-brainer. I think our colleagues in the House should see it the same way. This isn't a partisan issue. Look at the vote that we had in the Senate. It's about fiscal responsibility and basic fairness. Now, with your help, we can get it through the House, and I'll work hard to make sure the President will support it as well. Thanks for this award. I got my start in government with state legislatures back in Illinois, working for the Illinois State Senate as parliamentarian and staff attorney. And I really recognize and revere the time that I had there as the beginning of my career in public service. Thanks for all you've done to help move our proposal forward. This good idea should be the law of the land.
It's great to receive an award and to be recognized by NCSL. It's an organization I have tremendous respect for. You are at the ground level of working for the American people, and I think you know best what we need to do in each of our individual states to move our country forward and certainly to move our economy forward. This is an issue, the issue of marketplace fairness, that I've worked on for a lot of years, as many of you know, being the original litigator of the Quill case. And so coming to Washington, D.C. and finding out that we were finally going to get justice for Main Street was just a wonderful opportunity to work with some senior senators to push this effort through, and we were able to get it passed in the United States Senate. We're still in discussions with the House of Representatives. I think they understand how critically important this issue is, not only to state revenue, but also to our Main Street businesses. And hopefully we'll see an outcome after literally decades of work, hard work, by the NCSL and by very many of the Main Street groups that have been injured by this disparity and this injustice. And thank you for the work that you do, and thank you for honoring me.
Well, I want to thank the National Conference of State Legislators for this award. They've been diligent at working with me to get a states' rights bill passed that would allow the states to collect the sales tax that they're due. Most states, clear back in the early 1900s, passed bills that said that if people bought something out of state and didn't pay the sales tax on it, they'd have to pay the sales tax by sending a form to their state. What we're trying to do is make it easier to collect that tax and to make it fair for the local merchants. The local merchants, of course, are the ones that hire local people. They're the ones that pay property taxes. They're the ones that participate in all the community events. And it's very discouraging to them when somebody comes in, asks about their product, they do a full explanation of it, they teach them about anything else that could be involved with it, any problems they might have with it, and then the person pulls out a cell phone, gets the barcode, and even orders it while they're in the store, and the difference in price is the sales tax. That's not fair to the local merchants. And most of that revenue goes to the local governments. In Wyoming, 40% of the revenue for the towns, at least, comes from a sales tax. If that goes down, the things that the town provides will either have to be eliminated or a new tax will have to be instituted. And of course, if the tax brings in more than they expected, they can maybe lower another tax. The bill is wide open so that states have the right to do with their revenue what they want to do, and that's whose revenue it is.